is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 22 online CFM game. We are now in week 8 of the 2021 season here in the Universal Gaming League, and I'm happy to announce that our New England Patriots have made a trade. Now, before I tell you guys the trade, I need to tell you guys how trades work in this league and why it's taken us until week 8 to do a trade. You guys know I love to trade, but in this CFM, we are only allowed to do one trade before the trade deadline, and it has to involve draft picks. And it has to be at the trade deadline. We couldn't make it in week 7. We could agree to it in week 6, which is what this trade ended up being agreed at that time. But yeah, it's only one trade, so we kind of got our hands behind our back right here to kind of limiting the way we can make moves with this team, because there's guys I'd love to trade, there's guys I'd love to trade for, but the trade that we have made is we have acquired wide receiver Andy Isabella from the Arizona Cardinals. We've also gotten, I believe, a 5th and 6th round pick for them, and the Cardinals are going to get our linebacker Dante Hightower, who was an upcoming free agent, as we are underway with Patriots versus Chargers. So obviously we needed wide receiver depth. We couldn't get any crazy good wide receivers, but we have the speedster Andy Isabella. We'll see how he does, as on the first play, that's a fumble. It's Raekwon McMillan for the touchdown. Wow, Kyle Van Noy took the cookies right out of the cookie jar. Oh no, Austin Eckler, not the way you want to start the game. Van Noy stripped it, and then Raekwon McMillan was there for the score. And 7 seconds into this game, we already find ourselves up 7-0. It's been a charmed life for our New England Patriots lately. We had that one bad loss to the New Orleans Saints in Lagfest 2020, but, or yeah, whatever, 2021, 2022. But either way, you know, it's been, pretty fun with our Patriots, right? We haven't faced too much adversity. And last week's game, just another ho-hum outing with our New England Patriots. We had, a pretty solid win over the New York Jets. And we're just looking to keep that momentum going. And, as we actually force a punt here, that's a bad spot there by the refs for the Chargers, because easily could have been a first down. Parham made the catch, but instead the Chargers punted on 4th down and 1. Of course, Sim CFM rules. Same way you expect in the Premier Madden League. Kind of works the same here, as well as Mac Jones fumbling. So both teams fumbled their first offensive snap of the game, but the difference is we're able to get the recovery and keep the drive going, but we almost throw a pick on the second offensive play. Shout out to the very low INT sliders for bailing us out there. Pocket collapsing. Mac on the move, looking downfield. He's going to take off himself. Try to get that first down. Derwin James with the tackle, and Mac Jones trying to go as far as he can. Of course, Mac not really a mobile quarterback, so he's not exactly going to get 19 yards when you need it there, as we get the sack on Justin Herbert. It's the rookie Barmore inside. 2nd down and 13, middle. Whoa, Devin McCourty was all over that one. Now it's 3rd down and long for Justin Herbert. The play action no one's really going to fall for. In the corner. Oh, it's Jared Cook rerouting to get for the first down. Wow, that's a great play there by Cook, and a little unexpected, because I honestly thought, if I left Jared Cook there, he would not get the first down, right? Because that was where my user was supposed to be covering. But he was able to, get a little Madden reroute right there. So it is what it is. We'll just try to get a stop on this 3rd down and 10. Whoa! That was always so close. Sean Wade nearly had the interception. Instead, yet again, drive stays alive. We're so close to making a pick, right? Like, these are two good conversions by the Chargers. And, of course, Justin Herbert, strong arm quarterback, able to make these throws. But, at the same time, we can't panic on defense. We're making solid plays. Even here, only with 3rd down and 1, we just couldn't get the stop. Shoot on with the tackle, and this Chargers drive is like a cat with 9 lives. Underneath, it's going to be Jalen Guyton right there, and you see the Chargers going a lot underneath the rows, but they're looking to mix it up and go for the end zone. Missing Eckler for the touchdown. Herbert rolling to the left, the weak side. It's not going to pay off. Now it's 3rd down. Herbert, middle. Oh, nearly intercepted. Adrian Phillips had it in his hands. 4th down. Field goal is good. We got kind of fortunate there with the blocking animation, but I don't know, just couldn't line up the timing of rushing to the kick. I don't know, but made the Chargers skate for a little bit, I suppose, as Mac Jones dropping back downfield. That's Andy Isabella. First reception as a Patriot, goes for 44 yards, as Ramondre Stevenson while we were talking about the trade, of course, you guys saw it. We have a dev story on the line for Ramondre Stevenson today, the rookie in the place of the injured Damian Harris. Oh, that could have been a touchdown, looking for Isabella there, but the blitz getting in before the throw by Mac Jones. Ramondre Stevenson needs 100 total yards rushing or receiving, and he can go from normal to star. Might as well try to get it here. Up the middle, it's Jacob Johnson or Jacoby Johnson, either way. Not a first down. It's going to be 4th and inches, and we're going to go no huddle. We're going to stay in the eye here and keep the Chargers in the same base defense. This time we'll bounce it outside, and that's going to be a tackle behind the line by Asante Samuel Jr., and no point on that. Oh, beautiful sequence there by our Patriots, but when we needed 1 yard, we couldn't quite get it. Herbert middle, whoa, dangerous pass. Keenan Allen not able to get it. 3rd down and 5, out the gun, it's Herbert. Once again, looking underneath, nothing developing, but at the last second, Guyton's able to get the first down. Kyle Duggar breathing down his neck, but ultimately not able to make the play to force the ball out. Can he make the play to chase down Austin Eckler? No, he's falling behind, and Austin Eckler, great redemption after fumbling the first play of the game. He's got a touchdown, and the Chargers all of a sudden are in the driver's seat. They've got the lead. We've controlled this game, made the plays, but one turnover on downs and a big run by Austin Eckler. Bang, bang. Here we are, down by 3 points, and we might be actually facing a little bit of adversity with our New England Patriots, which is something we haven't had to say too often. It's a little surprising that we've handled games the way we have so far. As Isabella in the corner, Mac Jones able to put that right in the breadbasket. Chargers actually challenged this play though, and it's going to be upheld. Still a catch by Isabella. I don't know what the Chargers saw that they challenged the play, but the guy literally paused the game to challenge it, so that was interesting. So yeah, that's going to take away a timeout for them and a challenge, so they only have 1 left for the rest of the game, as Mac Jones missing an open Isabella there. Not a good look by Mac. 3rd down. Mac's going to have a great pocket. He has some space. Can he get the first down? No. He stays behind the line and throws it at the last second. Way off and intercepted by Asante Samuel Jr. And Asante Samuel Jr. all over this field. And Mac Jones with a couple of errant throws on that drive, looking for Hunter Henry, threw it over the head of the big body tight end. So yeah, I mean, you know, this is the kind of stuff I expected to happen with this Patriots team, right? Like, they're solid overall wise, but you know, there's a lot of flaws in this Patriots team, right? Their rush defense isn't that great. Their pass rush is pretty much dead, Madden wise. Their offense is absolutely obliterated, even with us acquiring Andy Isabella. That was nearly caught, but it's going to go incomplete. Jonathan Jones forcing the at least incompletion, and we are able to get the Chargers to punt the ball on 4th down. But yeah, these are the things that we know about the Patriots, and we don't really know what happens when we get our back against the wall. Well, we might find out in this game, as Mac Jones is completely rattled right now. He even misses the RPO pass wide open, but he is able to connect with James White out the backfield. Of course, without Damian Harris, it's James White and Ramondre Stevenson who are going to be doing damage. It's Ramondre Stevenson with a big gain, and Stevenson might have had a touchdown, but accidentally trucked there. Plus, he's got 87 speed, so he's not exactly going to break away those runs, but that could take us a long way in getting him this dev story. It's not too important to get Ramondre Stevenson this dev story, so we're not going to completely sell out for it, as unfortunately that 5-yard run is not going to count because of a holding penalty against David Andrews, the center. But yeah, we get him this normal to star. I mean, hey, more power to us, right? We want to run the ball with Stevenson in this game anyway, so if he gets the 100 yards total, sure, why not? As Andy Isabella definitely making an impact in this game. We only have 5 completions, and it feels like almost all of them are to Andy Isabella as we go the wrong way. That's not going to help with the dev story. Definitely not going to help on this drive. 3rd down, Mac, middle. Oh, he's got Hunter Henry. That ball floated in the air for a while, but Hunter Henry able to track it down. The ball hawk Asante Samuel Jr. was in the area, but thankfully we get the first down as we go, no huddle, and there's Samuel, like father, like son. What a play, and this man has an acre of green grass to work with. Farmers would be jealous of what Samuel Jr. has to offer as he gets the touchdown, and this man is making plays single-handedly for the Chargers that'll get them a 10-point lead. And honestly, I was a little stunned about what happened right there, because I was gonna run the bubble, but what happened was my opponent, he pretty much man-aligned his formation, his defensive formation. So that was bringing Samuel from the right side to the left side. And while he was in mid-sprint, he was able to make that play. This is a big play for the Patriots. Right back with 1:24 left in the half. It's Steven Sims for the touchdown. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't really think that he would make that play with a running start. It wasn't a natural play, right? It was just my opponent didn't mean to do that. It's just maybe not the best timing by me on the snap, not knowing that Samuel will make that play. And it's just those plays right now are really hurting us, right? Like 2 plays pretty much in the red zone that we have turned the ball over, 1 on downs and 1 a pick 6 that have us in this hole, because otherwise our defense is still playing really well in this game. Downfield, that's Jalen Guyton against McCourty, and Devin McCourty's going to get the interception. Devin McCourty, the reigning AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to strut his stuff. Mac Jones, absolute floater, an absolute duck. That's going to be swatted away, looking for Isabella, but Mac is hit as he throws on 2nd down, and that's going to go incomplete. And right now, we're just begging to throw a turnover at this point. 3rd down. We just need to get to halftime. Mac hit as he throws again, and that's just not solid protection right there, as we'll be forced to punt the ball here and just get into halftime. We just need to get in the halftime locker room, regroup ourselves, and just figure out how to calm this game down, mainly on our offense side, because we're having too many plays where, we should be turning the ball over. Honestly, we're getting a little lucky that we're not turning the ball over. And we also got to make sure we don't give up a Hail Mary on the final play of the first half. Herbert, wow, this is an awkward throw, and it's going to be picked off. It's Sean Wade. Oh, might have had a chance to crib that one, but Austin Eckler is going to make the quick tackle on Wade. So that's the way the first half ends right here, and the good news is we get the ball to start the second half. The bad news is we get the ball to start the second half because our offense has not really been making these plays, right? And even there, right, I was nearly intercepted by Tranquil. 2nd down, blitz is in. Can we get the throw? We've got the time. We've got Isabella downfield. And the downfield threat of Andy Isabella is opening it up a lot for this offense. Isabella on the next play. Reception again. And number 17 single-handedly moving this Patriots team downfield. Oh! That's Steven Sims with the catch, but that easily could have went for 6. It's another one of those plays that we got away with right there. Too many turnover-worthy plays, but instead it's Stevenson driven in for the touchdown, and that's touchdown number 1 on the day for Ramondre Stevenson. Keep in mind, I believe if he gets 2 touchdowns in this game, that also gets him the dev story, so we keep that in the back of our heads, but the main thing we got to focus on is trying to win this game, right? It's just, as long as our offense isn't shooting themselves in the foot, I feel like we're in a decent spot here as Herbert, great pocket, able to find Keenan Allen, and leaving Sean Wade isolated with Keenan Allen, not what we need to be doing, right? Probably got to move Jonathan Jones or J.C. Jackson to cover Keenan Allen in this offense as Herbert on 1st down, last second, gets it off! Duggar with the monster hit, and Kyle Duggar always looking for those big hits right there, but need him to look for the football a little bit more in plays like that. Whoa! Allen on 3rd down, stops in the middle, incomplete, could have been intercepted if he kept on going. Either way, dicey throw, 4th down. Here's Herbert, offense on the field. Herbert, he'll have all day to throw this ball. He's going to throw at the last second to Mike Williams for the 1st down, and simply making it too easy for Herbert at that point, giving him that much time to throw the ball. No, my. Trying to get the user pick with Duggar, but Adrian Phillips got in the way and at least swatted the ball. Next play, it's Austin Eckler, who had the big touchdown run in the first half, the only offensive touchdown of the day for the Chargers so far. They're looking for number 2 on this drive as Herbert rolling corner. Eckler got it. What a throw. Herbert to Eckler. And once again, you see that corner route by Austin Eckler that nearly got a touchdown earlier in the game is going to result in a touchdown this time around. And, my opponent definitely knowing what he wanted to do as soon as the play started, he started rolling out with Herbert the same way he did last time he ran that red zone scissors play. So, definitely interesting and something I suppose we'll have to keep in mind as this game goes on, as Mac Jones nowhere to go, nowhere to hide, just throw that ball away and make it a 3rd down and 7 instead of a 3rd down and 37. We'll go 5 wide here with Mac Jones as we're going to get some decent protection, and a good throw there by Jones. It's Hunter Henry for the 1st down, and we have an injury to David Andrews. Remember, we're already down Trent Brown, our starting right tackle, so we definitely cannot afford another injury. This Patriots offensive line is really good when they're healthy. When they're not, you see what the backups are doing. So we're going to risk the injury with David Andrews and bring him back in the game. We need that protection as 2nd down. That's going to go not really too far. Maybe a gain of a yard to Steven Sims, and you can see this offense is a little bit disrupted, not in our normal flow, as Andy Isabella making the reception. Going to bring up an interesting decision on 4th down and 3, just like the Chargers last drive on 4th and 3. Our Patriots offense in a similar spot, keeping it on the field, going to Henry, who makes the catch. Hunter Henry for the first down, beats Asante Samuel Jr. to the spot. Next play, Jones floats it wide open. It's Sims again on the crosser for the touchdown for the second time this game. Back and forth we go. 2:28 left in the third quarter. Patriots up by 4. What do the Chargers have next? Up their sleeve. So now we're in this battle. Now we see, what we can do in a legitimate game. The only game that we really had that was like this with this kind of tempo was against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which was a crazy high scoring game against that crazy good Tampa Bay offense and underratedly good defense, as Austin Eckler gets the carry here. Now we're going against, a pretty talented Chargers team on both sides of the field. Not like the Bucs, but you see what they're doing here. Third down, it's a free play, offsides by the Patriots, which seems to be a problem for us this season, not getting lined up on side. And it's going to be a first down reception anyways by Guyton. So surely we'll see this penalty decline. But Matthew Judon right there, I suppose our pass rush is not really getting much pressure, so they're trying to find any trick in the book to make plays. I don't know. A second down, Herbert middle. Whoa, Duggar! That's the second user pick that's gone through our hands. The injury sliders helped us out earlier in the game. Now not so much. Great hit by McMillan to dislodge the football from Austin Eckler, who surely would have had the first down if he caught it. Instead, we forced the punt at midfield. What a win for this Patriots defense as Mac Jones takes the field late third quarter. Looking downfield. Wants it all. Double coverage. Swatted away by Michael Davis, intended for Steven Sims. Second down, Mac Jones in trouble. Hit as he throws, and you see, even with Andy Isabella, man coverage still is going to give our Patriots team a problem given our lack of true route runners on the field, but Isabella's got the speed to get away. Andy Isabella, he will go 83 yards to pay dirt. Wow, what a Patriots debut by Andy Isabella, who was number 4 in the depth chart for the Arizona Cardinals. And similar to what we did with our Texans franchise, we went to Arizona to talk to them about their receivers, Christian Kirk and Andy Isabella. That's just the dilemma that the Cardinals have to face in year 1 of the CFM. You got to make that choice. Are you going to, keep one or both of those guys? Because their salary cap isn't in a great situation to keep both of them sensibly. So this time we get Isabella. We could have gotten Kirk again, to be honest, because Christian Kirk doing so good for our Texans. But I decided to switch it up a little bit and chase Andy Isabella. Not the better receiver, but the faster receiver. Third down, and there is the adjustment. You see, he's trying to set up that play. He's trying to cheese us a little bit, to be quite honest. Just rolling out immediately with Herbert right there. I wouldn't call that sim football, but we made the adjustment knowing that he wants to have that play at any point, especially out of that doubles look. I just covered it myself. A second down, we run with Ramondre Stevenson. Now we're holding an 11-point lead. Now we have to play some ball control offense here. Just take time off the clock and maybe get Stevenson his dev story along the way, as long as Derwin James doesn't take the football away from him. We're at 72 yards rushing right now. Third down, Mac. Whoa, it's Brandon Bolden for the first down. Tight coverage right there. A linebacker, whoever it was, tried to go for the swat, didn't quite get it. Instead, it's Ramondre Stevenson trying to follow these blocks. A little bit of sloppy run stick by myself, to be honest. A second down. Hard to mess up a play like this. Gaping hole, easy first down. Stevenson adding to the yards. Time taken away by the Chargers. They simply cannot get off the field. They simply cannot stop our rushing attack. This is what we got away from a little bit in the second and third quarters, but here we are playing ball control offense. That's going to be an injury timeout that stops the clock. Third down, Stevenson out the Wildcat gets the first down. Ramondre Stevenson chewing up all the yardage, and that should be over 100 for Ramondre Stevenson on the ground. That should be the dev story. Don't gotta worry about getting that touchdown, but we don't want to lose yardage as well like we did on that play. So Stevenson on third down might have had a hole for a touchdown right there, but honestly, I was just trying to get positive yards on the play more than anything. I was like, you know what, let's just try to get this dev story as we go for the field goal. Up and good. And it's going to make it a 14-point game to where the Chargers need 2 touchdowns to tie the game, at least. So, 2:19 left. They're down a timeout. Things are looking pretty good for us right now. Just can't give up big plays, and this was a terrible decision. The all-out blitz right here. I don't know what I thought I was doing going cover 0 in this spot. Thankfully, we didn't give up a touchdown at least, as Austin Eckler underneath, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Justin Herbert dropping back. Got a man wide open downfield. Doesn't see him. Instead, he throws a pop fly. That's picked up by Kyle Duggar for the INT, and Duggar with the spin move, trying to make this nifty little return. So, I don't know what in the world we were doing. It looked like he had open touchdowns like every single play on that drive, but he didn't throw them. All good. As we watch the Chargers not call a timeout on first down, second down. Little jet sweep with Isabella, and the Chargers still holding on to their timeouts. They pretty much waved the white flag as James White gets the first down. Doesn't matter if the Chargers want to call timeouts because we're just going to chew that clock all the way down the 000s and take our dub and just escape SoFi Stadium. Wild game, but we're able to get the win. So, hey, man, games like that, you know, we want with this Patriots team. We want to be tested, we want to be challenged, and we want to be pushed to the brink, right? Because honestly, the last thing we want to do is, you know, go deep into the season without knowing our strengths and our weaknesses. So, you know, games like this, games like that game against the Bucs, I love winning football games, but honestly, when it comes to a CFM, games like this is what I really enjoy seeing from our squad, to see what's wrong. I like losing a game or two in the regular season so we can know our weaknesses and make the adjustments, because nothing makes you adjust more than a loss. Winning while getting away with mistakes honestly might be something that we did in this game, but you know, losing while making those mistakes, that'll be a wake-up call. We only had one loss against the Saints, and honestly, that's a game that we can't really take much from, but what we can take is this dev story. Thank you very much, Ramondre Stevenson, our second-star running back on the roster, and a little upgrade as well. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Madden 22 CFM gameplays as we push on with our Patriots. Subscribe for more Madden gameplays and all that stuff, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.